It always seems to be take two. I don't know. Maybe I should just say take one and then just delete that video and start over. My leg room's a disaster area right now, by the way, because I'm in the middle of reorganizing and sorting more. So if you see a mess, I'm sorry. It's not usually this messy. But right now it is a mess. But I made a video the other night. I don't know if you watched it. I don't. But I was talking about how many pieces I had, and some people say 1,000,000. I wouldn't fault them for saying that, but I decided to try to get a better number of pieces that total number, and try to justify it with math. So each one of these shelves, they have 4 across. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 15 rows of 4, which is 60. And as we found out with the 2x4s, you can fit 900 into one bin. So 60 times 900 was 54,000 pieces. So there'd be 54,000 if, again, each one of these bins was filled with 2x4 bricks. There'd be 54,000 2x4 bricks in here. And I have 11 shelves, 11 sets of shelves. So that's 594,000. Now, some shelves are shorter, obviously, because look, there's a difference in height because this had to go underneath this beam. But the other shelves are, all pretty much full and stuff. And a 2x4 brick is, I won't say the mid-range, but I think overall, more bins have smaller pieces than bigger pieces in 2x4s. As well, add to the computations. 900 if they're stacked. Remember, I mentioned in a different video that loose laid. I figured out there's 750-ish pieces. Again, give and take. Loose chaos theory. The loose is going to take up more space and less bricks. But I'm going with 900 because that's what I got here. That's what I base the numbers on. So again, if every bin here was full and stacked, there'd be 594, 600,000 pieces here. Now, on these shelves, and as I say, most bins have smaller pieces, like the plates are smaller. And yes, there's some air in them. I'm not going to fault that. But again, if you look at this, there's probably 900 round pieces in there, and it's not even full. So, it's an estimate. So 600,000 pieces on just the shelves alone. Again, and I'm going to take into account that I have the totes in the garage. 3 big Rubbermaid totes of 2x4, 2x3, 2x2, 1x2, 1x4, 1x6. So again, on the average, so I'm not even going to add that. I'm going to say that's part of the 600,000 because again, over there I have totes full of tires, and tires take up a lot of space, a lot of air. So that reduces the number of pieces per container. So 600,000 pieces. Maybe some. I don't think I'm over 750,000 pieces. So I don't think I'm 750. I think it's between 600 and 750. So between, yeah. But even over here, I just sorting out minifigs over there. I think utensils, like even over here. So these are just friction pegs, right? And that's tons of friction pegs. These are tons of the gray pegs and the half pegs, and up there, and you get the elastics and the half bushings, the 3 long pegs and whatever. So, and then the axles, like, look, this thing is heavy, and it's just 2 L axles, and this is a 4. So there's lots of pieces here. So again, I don't think I'm far off by saying I have between 600 and 750,000 pieces. I'm not going to count them, but I'm trying to have a good estimate by using some, factoring of math and estimating. And then I have the pieces that are together in sets. And there's not even including the layout in boxes. But again, I couldn't even tell you how many pieces are in the layout. But like these sets, we can actually go online and figure out how many pieces they have. Right, I have 3 Technic space shuttles that I'm not going to look it up right now, but you know how many pieces they have, and then my self builds. So I'm comfortable with saying between 600 and 750,000 pieces are in my Lego collection right now. And I think it's a nice number. I don't want it to go to $1 million now that I know it's around 750,000. So I am trying to make a policy that any pieces coming in have to have an equal number of pieces going out. Because I don't want, like, I'm not even going to show you the floor. It is a mess because I'm reorganizing and sorting. Like this bin is not even sorted. That bin's not sorted. This is blay, and so everything else is sorted. They all get the tags on it, but this is not sorted, and I don't like blay. So I mean, I'm keen on sorting them, but I will get it sorted at some time way down the list. My blue is always completely sorted. It's just the way it is. But anyway, so that's a number, and I think it's as close to a number accurate as I want to get, because any other thing would require more effort on my part. I don't know why this thing's falling down. Anyway, while we're here, I can talk about the shelf to add on to this video. This is my quote-unquote display shelf, and the display starts disappearing as I need storage space for other stuff, and this is why I want to get rid of stuff. But anyway, I have my message intercept base up there. It always stays together. Behind I have a Gallader. Yes, I actually do have a one Gallader set, and I got it as I think at one of my thrift store purchases. He hides back there. And then I have my run of Galaxy Explorers. This is my very, very specific fandom. Galaxy Explorer crossed with Babylon 5 Shadow Vessel. So, just odd. And then I have my Galaxy Explorer that's always in a state of repair. And then I have my waffle plate albino white Galaxy Explorer over there. And then I have my bunch of 918s of different takes on it, using the Benny small spaceship, and then the rest are pretty much stock sets from Classic Space. Not all of them. Oh, there's Simon Lou, my good friend, gave that to me, and it's usually in the layout, but it's down here right now. And you'll notice that most of these sets don't actually have a minifig on them because, again, I'm repairing all my minifigs. And then down here we have the other themes, the Blacktron and the Space Police and blah blah blah, Mtron, and my takes of Classic Space using the Blacktron sets. And you get over here, it's got more like nice and chill, some Futuron, very few Futuron, and then even more Classic Space. And then you get down here and you get the other ones. My friend Pete gave me his Legos collection. Which is very sweet of him, and I love this train. When we were kids, and I went over to his place and he had the train layout in his house. That was always fun. So that's from my buddy Pete. This is what I found in the Once Upon a Child years back, and so he stays together because it's so cool to have that. Again, it's a train, but it's a ferry. Over here, one day I was experimenting. I went to Pick a Brick at the Lego store in Sherway Gardens, and I picked up all those leaves and flowers. And I was just experimenting because, again, I'm not great on landscaping, but I wanted to see if I can build shrubbery. So, not too shabby. This thing was cool. I remember my friend Chris showed up at one show with one of these things built. And so I built it, and I just think it's like one of the coolest things in the world. You know, if you can build it, because it's a fun little thing. And then my Canada Post truck, my old fire station trucks, and of course my favorite vehicles of all time from the early 70s. This wasn't any set. This is me just goofing around. But you know, I mentioned this wonderful police car. So they stay together. Down here I have some more stuff that's just odds and sods that I might just sort back into the collection. Not the garage, obviously, because that's really antique. And Friends and Sesame Street. Friends, what am I talking about? Better show. Big Bang. I don't have the Friends. Big Bang and Sesame Street. Jason Ellerman's Orrery. And then more Classic Space and Peter Reed's Mechs, which I love. And then again, my reskinning of the robot over there, and then the other bigger Space Police and Blacktron and Mtron that wouldn't fit on the other shelves. Blah blah blah. Down here again, I was making some of my old sets that I had when I was a kid. My Duplo Revit, which actually has Duplo inside. Every time I find Duplo in a lot, I just throw it in there. I still kept my axle sorter. So I put it together anytime I have to sort a large quantity of axles. It always sits there. So that is my work area and display shelves. And as you can see, as this thing gets fuller, it encroaches this way. So what I also did, Dana pointed this out when I had the 5 Sat 5s. I got rid of all my duplicates, and some people will be sad, and I'm a little sad, but I don't have the space to keep all my duplicates. I'm not saying those are duplicates. But again, I had 8 918s on display in my basement. And I'm going, I don't need 8. And I shipped one to my friend because I wanted to. But I put the other ones in a bag, and I'm going to put all those in storage. I'm not sorting those back into the collection, but they are in storage. Just in case I need it for a layout. You know, I got multiples of that set, the 6880, multiples. Don't need them on display, so they went in. All my robot command centers, you saw the video about that. I had 4 of them. So 3 of them are now baggied and in storage, and even my Galaxy Commander. What I did do, which I still, for me, is great, is I kept my 6985 together, the one that was in the fish tank for 2 decades, and I got rid of the good looking one. That one's in storage now in a baggie, because I'm not taking this guy apart. I'm honest to goodness not taking this guy apart my entire life. He's not coming apart. He's staying together exactly like he is there. And if I need a good one for a show, I'll put the other one back together. But I don't want 2 of them on display. So he stays together, the other one doesn't. And I could go into an entire conversation between what's in the Lego room that's not actually Lego. This is the most important, by far, piece that's in the Lego room that's not Lego. I could talk about her, but I won't. I could talk. See, communicator. Yes, I'm a Trekkie through and through. But I also have some other loves. I have Sandy got me this and a TARDIS because Doctor Who. I also grew up. Tom Baker are the shows that I remember from when I was a kid. But I also remember Pewtree, and I saw growing up, because there's a lot of repeats on TV. I saw probably from the beginning, going right back to Doctor Number 1. So I've been a Doctor Who fan almost as long as I've been a Star Trek fan. So there was a lean time in there after 5, Peter Davidson, I think was his name. I was not impressed with Doctor Number 6 at all. I stopped watching. I should have started watching when Sylvester McCoy showed up, because he was awesome. And I've seen all his episodes now, but he is one of my favorite doctors. He's not going to beat Tom Baker, but Sylvester McCoy was just awesome as a doctor. He was cute and fun, whatever. Anyway, one more quick note. I got these off of eBay not a year ago. Somebody had the 4 blocks for sale. So those are original Lego blocks. There it is. I don't have the whole set, but I have 4 of them. And that's good enough for me. Just like when I got the garage. Actually, I think I built the garage from pieces I had. When I got the little mini garage, I got that off of eBay. And I got this truck, a Lego truck, 138 scale truck. And I mentioned in other videos, I keep all my historic pieces on here. I got them from Janie and other people, different molds, different years, just to show off the evolution of the brick. So that stays together. But because I have dozens of these plates, and I got 7 or 8 of these doors, so it's not like I have to take that guy apart, right? What else is up here? Not much. I have, they're way in the back here. Yeah, that's Lego, guys. It is. Both of them, I have 2 of them back there. Scala, I can't remember, but they were in the supercar when I had the supercar remote controlled. I thought that was cute that they're driving it around. So they're there. What else do we have here? Not much unique on my display shelves. As I say, I'm trying to make it better. I have some space here that I can do more with. Oh, this is fun. I think I mentioned this before. So this is a string I sourced over at Michael's. And it's as close to Lego string as I could find. that I like, and it was cheap. There are places you go into Eurobricks or whatever, they talk about where you can source the actual Lego string as authentic as possible. This is close enough for me, and I got it at Michael's down the street. So it's good enough. And when you look at it, on that guy there, it's good enough for 1970s Lego string. I'm happy with it, and it's not exactly the right diameter or the right texture, but I don't care. From a distance and from a layman like me, it's perfectly fine. Nothing much else. This is my huge mess of work area with the soldering irons and the stuff that I have going on. Not much else I can say about that, except I want to clean it up sometime. So it gets piled there from now, because as I say, the whole room is a disaster area, and I'm trying to clean it up. This is one thing I did years ago. Is I got an 16 by 32 plate, bolted it to the wall, a couple screws to the wall, and I hang first it was just for my wiring, but now I of course put all these cables on there from the pirate ships and everything else, and my chains on there, the Spider-Man webs, small chains and big chains, and just so that it just keeps them there. So anytime I come across a chain or whatever, it just goes up there. I did take most of my wiring down because, again, that all disintegrated. So this is just the good stuff that I've replaced or whatever. And that's enough for me to get by. So that makes it nice and place to keep all my stuff like that. Other than that, I got these bins at the dollar store a few months back. And I'm trying to see if I like them. I'm not sold on them yet. But, yeah, because I just might go back to just putting them in storage bins. But, you know, for $3, it was an experiment. Not sold yet, but we'll see what happens when I get my whole desktop rearranged and cleaned off, and I can put these maybe up there or at the back somewhere. It might be good for storage bins. Other than that, I did find that. This was hidden way back by the window at the top there. This is the basement, and that's the basement window. That thing next to my 918 and my 6985 is probably the oldest thing built in this room. I built that when I lived in my dad's basement. The second time, my dad, I moved back in when I was 29, 30, just because, you know, I saved up to buy a house. So, and I built that as just 1x2s, and that white stripe was pristine when I built it, and now it's not. So it's kind of interesting to see how things fade over the years, and which it's amazing how probably different years of brick production in my collection. I've not taken the thing apart to figure out the studs, to figure out when those things were made, but you can see the fade. But it is a die flag, just in case you guys are wondering. It is a die flag, and I'm used to be a long time ago heavy into diving. Not so much anymore because I'm just a little too old. Not much else to talk about. I do have bins of this is the bin for the actual layout for the shows. So these are the power supplies for Rob Hendrick's life lights. This is the train controller for the train loop. This is a whole bin of EL wire. If I want to do more, I just went on there and just ordered a bunch. They're like $1 or $2 a piece, and so you just add 15 to the cart. Say, hey, so for $30, $45, and shipping is cheaper then. This is my bin of life lights bricks, lights and stuff. So I got a whole bag stuff there. Thanks to Rob Hendricks and my buddy Mike Shields over at Lasting Toys who gave that to me. This is a bin full of bad 9-volt wires, and you can see it's just bad. This is my bin of light posts that I'm building for the layout. So those already have the electric plate on the bottom already soldered, ready to go. So I just have to wire them up on the thing. This is my bin of experimental EL wire. Oh, so this is sad. I was on buy and sell Facebook Marketplace, and the guy had 6 Technic motors. And I should have told him to test them before he shipped them to me. He didn't know that every one of them was seized. So I paid $20, whatever, for these things. And none of them, I mean, they're solid. They are absolutely solid. They are just stuck. He refunded me the money. It was very sweet of him, but I should have And again, I don't know why I ordered them, because I have 40 of these. Well, I don't say I have 40, I have about 20. So again, I don't get rid of bricks, although these might go into the crap pile that I'm making for my friend. But none of these work, all 6. Now, other things came in the set, like the light sensors and rotation sensors that did work. So I told them not to refund me all the money, because the other parts were working just fine. I mean, the wires suck, because again, the 9-volt wires disintegrate, but I can fix that myself, and I like rotation sensors. I really do. So I actually forgot about those. They're sitting right there. What else do we have here? We have more Rob Hendricks kits, and this is my bin of wiring that I'm using, old ribbon cable to help me with the wiring. These are old bricks that Janie gave me pre-Duplo, really cool. And this is just me sorting out more stuff, just sorting. This is minifigs feet stuff, and also this is really quick, minifeet, like snowshoes and skis and whatever else goes on minifig feet, sword spears and lightsabers. These are miscellaneous pieces, but tools, utensils, guns, rifles, handcuffs, classic space tools, a whole bin of classic space tools. So, to be sorted, and the shooters up there, but we have the mini microfigs, and old, I put anything that has lettering on it goes in there, including the calendar that I got years ago. This stuff goes around minifigs necks, so epaulettes and life preservers and everything else that goes around, and then stuff that's whatever goes on the shoulders. My whole bin of brick separators, for whatever reason. Non-classic space dude, so anything Futuron and above go in here. So Blacktron, Mtron, Spirius, Unitron. Yes, I got that wrong. My last video, the 6991 wasn't Spirius, it was Unitron. I get it. I didn't care about either series, so well, I did not. I want to say this nightly, like Ben Affleck did. It's not that I don't like them. They're just, I'm classic space. So Unitron, Spirius, 2 completely different themes, but the monorail came out as a Unitron set, not a Spirius set. I feel bad. Good minifigs and bad minifigs. Not that they're, malcontents, but all their logos have to be fixed. So this is my bin of good minifigs. RoboForce up there. Some hard drives, I don't know what's on them. I will probably destroy them at some point. The plane, fantastic. The Dino set, but I can't stand him up because he'll be hitting the ceiling. Over there I have hidden in the back some eBay lots that I won years ago that actually still work. Fantastic, but they're hidden back in there. I have more stuff hidden in there. More stuff in boxes here. My TC logo for the original control center that used to connect to an Apple. This is this is one of the things that I got from Swag from the Lego and Samsonite company back in 1980, whatever. He gave me this free Swag. It's just utterly fantastic. I keep all the stuff that I got. Absolutely lovely. Jack E. Chessman, still one of my favorite people, even though I only met him once. It's a brief history of Lego in a pamphlet. It's dated, obviously, 1987. Yeah, 1987. Lego Systems AS, Denmark. But I kept it because it's wonderful. I also kept, of course, the legal letters. So what else we got in here? Idea books. Idea books are always cool to have. Let's see. This is a newer idea book. That's an older idea book. Here's the best idea book. Everybody says so, and I agree with them. Let's see, I think, if I remember correctly, the sticker sheet is still stickers. A very few missing. I can't even remember where I got this. I think I actually bought this new from Zellers way back in the day. Target. No, so this isn't the one I bought. I don't know where I got this then, because we didn't have Targets back in the day. So, but anyway, I've had 2 of those. This is my second favorite idea book. I think the sticker sets are perfect on this guy. You know, it was a good time. I like building stuff out of here, especially with the space stuff. But again, this one I wasn't that impressed with. I just got this, I think, less than a couple years back. It came in a lot that I bought. I figured getting the castle looks like you make some really cool castle pieces. But the space stuff wasn't, it was kind of meh. Of course, they use a lot of Futuron. Looks like it came out just as, oh, I recognize this. So maybe this is a nice one. I think some friends of mine tried to build this once. Always a good layout. But anyway, I like the idea books. I used to build stuff out of them all the time. I don't think I have anything else that's worthy of showing down here. It's more stickers. My books that I keep that show the history of me with the Lego. That's the interface card for the Apple IIe for the logo. My BrickFet badge that goes on the layout. 3 totes full of Bionicle that I'll never do anything with ever. But I can't get rid of them. So that's my brief look at my Lego room without looking at the messy floor, which you probably saw in a couple quick shots. I'm going to end looking at I will have to say, one of the best things that I ever built. And say I want to display it again. I want to do shows again. I want this to be over. I'm doing okay. The family's doing okay, but it's getting a little tiring. I'll say, as I will say, part of the tiring comes from people neglecting their responsibility to society. This is not gonna turn into a rant, but there's a lot of people out there that are neglecting their responsibility to others and are just demanding that this be over and that we open everything up. And Hamilton just got its first official case of the UK variant, so that just scares the crap out of us. So I don't know. We'll be fine. I got my Lego room. I can hang out here more and make more videos and talk to you guys. So honest to goodness, stay safe. Wear a freaking mask. Stop whining. If you want society to come through this, wear your mask and keep socially distant. Stop demanding the government do stuff that's going to put the rest of us in danger. Anyway, rant over. Everybody stay safe, stay happy, and if you saw anything in this video that you want me to do more details on, because it was a complete overview, again, I went through my entire shelf of stuff, and if you saw anything that looked remotely interesting and you want me to expand on it, just leave a message or text me or whatever, if you know where to find me. So stay safe, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.